Stage shows based on animated properties aren't exactly a common thing. For starters, capturing the same essence from the original franchise and adapting animated characters into a live-action setting is already a major challenge in of itself, but to put that into the perspective of a play without major budget and CGI and multiple sets is even bigger. Despite its difficulties, it has been pulled off before. I talked about a lost Sonic the Hedgehog live show previously, and in more recent years, we've actually gotten Broadway adaptations such as Shrek and SpongeBob the Musical. Probably the saddest part about these shows is that there's no way of really archiving them unless it was already recorded on camera for streaming services and broadcast, or if someone illegally recorded it and released it online. Sure, maybe hypothetically someone could get their hands on the original scripts, choreography, sets, props, but I find that highly doubtful. In today's video, we'll be looking at two presumably lost live shows based on the Fairly Oddparents and SpongeBob SquarePants. While many articles claimed that SpongeBob the Musical was the first, well, live musical based on the show, that isn't entirely true. SpongeBob SquarePants, The Sponge Who Could Fly, a new musical, is an international musical based on the episode The Sponge Who Could Fly. It is part of Think Happy, The Year of the Sponge. The script was written by Stephen Banks, who had become the head writer of the series in Season 4, with songs by Eben Schletter. Gip Hope served as director, with choreographer and associate director Jen Rapp, and the set was designed by Rialto vet David Gallo. The musical was produced by Nickelodeon and MTVN Kids and Family Group, partnered with Broadway Asia Entertainment. The main plot basically focused on the same story as the episode The Sponge Who Could Fly. The musical is a story of courage and coming of age which tells SpongeBob's desire to fly with jellyfish of Jellyfish Fields. The musical launched in Singapore at the Singapore Expo Hall on May 31st, 2007, as SpongeBob SquarePants Live, The Sponge Who Could Fly, and was the first customization of SpongeBob into a live-action musical event, jointing a list of TV-inspired live offerings from Nickelodeon that includes Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer. It traveled to 5 cities across Asia, before it toured cities of Australia and New Zealand. A Mandarin language version toured China and Hong Kong in the fall. In 2009, the show toured the United Kingdom and Ireland. It opened at Hackney Empire in London, England on February 3rd, 2009. Alison Pollard choreographed and directed the UK adaptation and said that the episode already had a few songs in it, which helped with the conversation to a musical. She said, quote-unquote, "The episode chosen for the show already had 4 or 5 really catchy tunes in it, and the idea that he wants to fly with jellyfish is nice for the stage as well. The adaptation includes 12 songs of various styles." English actor Chris Coxon played the role of SpongeBob. Coxon was a fan of the series and said, "If I had been told a year ago that I would be playing SpongeBob today, I would have loved it, although I'm not sure I would have believed it." Coxon admitted it was difficult to adapt the show into a musical. He remarked, "It is difficult because you are trying to recreate this character that is so fluid on screen. For example, I'm just getting used to my square costume, although it does have an incredible design, so that, although I am restricted, I can do a lot of things he does in the cartoon." The musical also toured in Spain from December 2010 to December 2011. The musical was well received by most critics. Chris Blackhurst brought a 7-year-old child called Dylan Brayford and his 34-year-old godfather, James Humphreys, from Nantwich to watch the musical. Blackhurst said, "The fast-paced tale of courage and dreams kept both entertained with plenty of hilarious moments for children and a sprinkle of gags which flew over younger fans' heads but brought a smile to moms and dads' faces." Brayford summed it up by saying, "It was good, but not quite as good as the show." Gordon Barr and Roger Dominigetti of the Evening Chronicle described the show as a silly riot of color, as you'd have to expect from an adaptation of a cartoon TV show. They lauded the song called Kerching, performed by Mr. Krabs. "It stands out above the rest," he said. Viv Hardwick of the Northern Echo said, "Younger fans are just as pleased to see a colorful collection of characters, vaguely resembling the 10-year-old TV show cast, cavorting around the stage." Hardwick praised the role of Charles Brunton as Squidward Tentacles, while John Fricker, Patrick Starr, and Martin Johnston, Mr. Krabs, were said to win the biggest costume contest. Not much footage of the show seems to appear online, though there is kind of a handful of clips. There was an album based off of the songs in this show, but normally when people upload them on YouTube, they get taken down instantly, obviously for copyright reasons. There is one left that you can go check out, though you're likely better off just buying the album on eBay or something. Hopefully someone can upload the entire thing just online. Initially, when I found out about this one, I thought it was some sort of bootleg like that one unlicensed Gravity Falls play. But no, this is actually real. A stage show of the Fairly Oddparents released in the spring of 2007, around the same time that the SpongeBob Musical came out. It was performed in Buenos Aires, Argentina, at the Gran Rex Theater on Avenida Corrientes, the equivalent to the New York City's Broadway. The play was titled Los Padrinos Mágicos El Desafío de Timmy. In English, The Fairly Odd Parents, Timmy's Challenge. It was created by XM Licensing Group and DT Entertainment, and distributed internationally by Nelvana Enterprises. Not much is known about the show other than this clip, and apparently it was about 70 minutes long. Maybe sometime Butch Hartman will talk about this, though I kinda doubt it. It doesn't really seem like he was involved with any of it, but who knows. Update, but I found another stage show that I'm not sure is a bootleg or not. There's a 2-minute clip of the show on YouTube, and the voices sound really odd. It's definitely not the original actors and actresses. It was performed in the Philippines, from what I've seen. And yeah, like always, I'm Stir, and I don't know how to end video.